Apple currently sells 6 different iPhones across 4 different models. So the question is, if you're in the market for a new iPhone, which one should you buy? That's an interesting question because there's a lot to choose from. Of course, you have the iPhone 8 and iPhone 8 Plus, you have the iPhone XR, there's the iPhone 11, and then there's the iPhone 11 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro Max. So needless to say, it can be a little bit intimidating trying to decide which new iPhone to buy. But don't worry, in this video, we're going to break it down and tell you, or at least help you to decide which new iPhone is the right one for you. Check it out. Don't want to buy a new iPhone? No problem. iFixit has iPhone 10 and iPhone XS Fix Kits. iPhone Fix Kits have everything you need to replace a cracked screen or dying battery. The kit includes a custom driver, steel bits, opening tools, and more. These kits include all the parts and tools you need and are backed by an industry-leading warranty. And now until December 1st, iFixit is selling their iconic blue and black tools for the lowest prices of the year. Visit ifixit.com/9to5mac to get $10 off a $50 purchase and free domestic shipping with code BLUEANDBLACK19. Special thanks to iFixit for sponsoring 9to5Mac on YouTube. Thanks for watching 9to5Mac. Be sure to thumbs up. Click the subscribe button and then enable notifications with the bell icon so you won't miss any upcoming videos. Okay, so we're going to start with the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 8 Plus. This is the phone you want to buy if price is the #1 factor in your decision-making process. That's because it's the cheapest brand new iPhone that Apple sells, starting at $450. Now, I'd also make the argument that if price is that important, you should also consider buying a used iPhone XR, for instance. But if you want a brand new phone from Apple, this is the phone to get if price is everything to you. Another reason to consider the iPhone 8 or iPhone 8 Plus is if you want a phone with a home button, a physical home button. Now, I could see this being a factor if you're buying an iPhone for someone who is used to having a home button, or you just don't think they'll be able to deal with a gesture-based UI like on modern iPhones. Now, I'm thinking grandparents or people who may not be willing to accept change so easily. And it's also worth noting that the regular iPhone 8 is the smallest and thinnest iPhone that Apple currently sells. So if form factor is of high importance to you, that is also something to consider. Now, we're going into 2020, so it's really hard to recommend purchasing an iPhone 8. But if you don't really care about having the latest and greatest features, the best photo and video quality, and you still want that physical home button that features Touch ID, then the iPhone 8 may be the phone for you. Now, Apple also sells the iPhone XR, which was last year's entry-level iPhone. Now, at a starting price of $599, this is pound for pound, in my opinion, the best bang for your buck as far as iPhones are concerned. It features an edge-to-edge liquid retina display with no home button. And it also features a true depth camera which gives you Face ID biometric unlockability. The great thing is that it features a display that's much larger than either the iPhone 8 or the iPhone 8 Plus at 6.1 inches. And it's able to fit such a display inside a device that is smaller than the iPhone 8 Plus thanks to that edge-to-edge liquid retina display. This has the same processor as last year's flagship iPhone XS, and it features a very capable 12 megapixel wide-angle shooter with f1.8 aperture on the rear. And while it's kind of superfluous, the XR has the best color options across the entire iPhone lineup. Now, the iPhone 11 is, in my opinion, the phone that most people should be looking at. While the XR is definitely the best bang for the buck, the iPhone 11 provides a substantial upgrade for just $100 more. The biggest difference is that new dual camera module, which gives you an ultra-wide camera. And you get uncompromising flagship performance. It has the same A13 Bionic chip as the top of the line iPhone 11 Pro. That gives the regular iPhone 11 the best performance to value ratio of any phone in Apple's lineup. With all that said, it really is all about the camera with the iPhone 11. This is a very camera-centric upgrade. We go really in depth with this in our iPhone 11 review, but the short and sweet of it is that that ultra-wide camera gives you so many more options when shooting photos and videos with your iPhone. It's a real game changer as far as flexibility is concerned, because coupled with a newly redesigned camera app, It's almost like you have you actually do have two separate lenses, but it's almost like you have a zoom lens where you can zoom quickly between focal lengths. And the cool thing about it all is that it's seamlessly integrated with that new camera app. And it doesn't stop there. There's so many other improvements related to the camera. You absolutely must watch our full hands-on walkthrough if you want just a top to bottom overview of what the camera brings to the table. But a couple of other things, you get 4K 60 frames per second shooting ability with not just the rear cameras, but also the front-facing camera as well. So all three cameras can shoot 4K 60. And then you get the new night mode feature as well, which gives you low light shooting capability by employing the use of a long exposure. So not only do you get uncompromising processor performance that beats any smartphone, not only do you get the second best camera setup, second only to the iPhone 11 Pro, but you also get other new features like better battery life when compared to the iPhone XR, better water resistance, and you also get a really cool color selection, although not as cool as the iPhone XR in my opinion. But like I said at the outset, this phone, the iPhone 11, provides you with the best performance to value ratio of any phone in Apple's entire smartphone lineup. This is the phone that I would buy myself. It's the phone that I would give my significant other. It is the phone that most people should buy. All right, so at the very, very top of the iPhone hierarchy, you have the iPhone 11 Pro and the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Now, starting at $999, the iPhone 11 Pro is admittedly ridiculously expensive, so that alone is going to limit its appeal. But if you are looking for the absolute cream of the crop, then there's no surprise that the iPhone 11 Pro is it. Now, let's start with some of the more innocuous features like color choice. You get a new midnight green color, which is intriguing, but still not as cool as the color options that you get on the iPhone XR and the iPhone 11. But that being said, I love the stainless steel band that surrounds the iPhone 11 Pro. It's a much more high quality feeling band than the aluminum band that wraps around the iPhone 11. Now, one of the interesting things about the iPhone 11 Pro is that it features the same system on a chip that's in the iPhone 11, so you're really not getting a faster phone when compared to the regular iPhone 11. I guess you could consider that to be a good thing and a bad thing depending on which phone you buy. Needless to say, it kind of makes the iPhone 11 Pro feel a bit overpriced for what it is. But that's not to say that there aren't key attributes about the iPhone 11 Pro that makes it worth considering, because there definitely is. Most outstandingly, you have a new tri-camera module that's never been done before on an iPhone. So there's 3 cameras, one ultra-wide camera, one wide-angle camera, and one telephoto camera. That's going to give you more flexibility when shooting photos and video when compared to the iPhone 11. You also get a new Super Retina XDR OLED display, which has a crazy 2,000,000:1 contrast ratio. So that's going to make your HDR photos and videos pop. It's going to make watching movies with Dolby Vision pop. It's going to make iOS 13's new dark mode feature look downright amazing. There's no comparison. This is hands down easily the best display that Apple's ever put in any of its portable devices. Now, another thing to consider is that the iPhone 11 Pro gives you more options as far as size is concerned, because you get a small model, which is 5.8 inches, and then you get the Max model, which is 6.5 inches. So it's either smaller or larger than the iPhone 11, depending on which one you choose. So that's nice just to have that option in a flagship phone. But perhaps most importantly, to some users at least, the iPhone 11 Pro Max gives you the best battery life of any iPhone ever. That includes the iPhone XR, the iPhone 11. This is the cream of the crop when it comes to battery life. So if you don't care about price, you want the longest battery life, you want the most full-featured camera system, you want options as far as size is concerned, and you want the best display in an iPhone, then the iPhone 11 Pro or iPhone 11 Pro Max is the phone for you. So all things considered, in most cases, I'd stay away from the iPhone 8 and iPhone 8 Plus. If you're buying an iPhone for parents or grandparents or even kids, I'd recommend the iPhone XR. And if you're buying a new phone for a significant other or anyone else, I definitely lean towards the iPhone 11. But if you're buying an iPhone for someone who is crazy about taking photos and videos, maybe they shoot feature films with their iPhone using Filmic Pro, then it's all about that iPhone 11 Pro. But even still, I'd probably be tempted to stick with the iPhone 11 because it's just that good and it presents an incredible value for the money. What do you guys think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you have some comments, suggestions? Let me know down below in the comments section. Be sure to leave a thumbs up if you appreciated this video. Special thanks to iFixit for sponsoring 9 to 5 Mac on YouTube. Don't buy a new device, fix your old device with an all-in-one fix kit from iFixit. And remember, now until December 3rd, iFixit is selling their iconic blue and black tools for the lowest prices of the year. Visit ifixit.com/9to5mac to get $10 off a $50 purchase and free domestic shipping with code blueandblack19.